Alright, camera is live.
Okay, so our theory is called the hallucination theory, and it all starts the night before at the Last Supper when the disciples begin to drink the wine that Jesus gives them. And Jesus is the only one that didn't drink the wine. So once Jesus died and the disciples became like, they were grieving him, so they continued to drink the wine, and the wine turned out to have like drugs in it. So it made them hallucinate the whole resurrection. That like when they went to the tomb, Jesus was there, but they didn't see him because they were just hallucinating random stuff.
Like it turns out he was in the tomb the whole time, just no one could see it because they were so off the walls.
And James got drunk off the wine too because he was grieving his brother. And Paul was just always drunk. I mean, who goes outside and sees a light and mysteriously goes blind?
He blamed it on Jesus, but in reality, it was just the sun
that he looked at too long.
And then he went blind from the sun, not because he saw Jesus. And the disciples' visions were all like slightly different throughout all the stories of the Bible. Like throughout Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they all had slightly different feels to it because not everyone can have the same hallucination. It was like different versions. And yeah, that's it.
Jalen? What is Jalen?
Okay, alright. We'll start with Sylvie.
Get him, Sil.
Okay, wait. Are you behind the blue line?
Yeah.
Step up a little bit. Okay.
Why was he staring at the sun for so long?
It's not a fact.
That's not. I mean, he was drunk.
They didn't know what he was doing.
What?
We got it.
So I answer
What? Next.
Then we got this.
Big step for real. What?
We done? No. We got a point. Look.
Y'all didn't get a point, they got a point.
I know.
Y'all are red. They're blue. Next.
I'm confused on what to like. I don't
I
know
didn't
what
rambling. I know you're talking.
What if I don't have questions? What was just that good?
Okay.
Okay, girl.
Alright, we got Heath.
Okay. Yours is no better.
So,
Okay, hang on, Heath. Wait, get in front of the camera. Okay, now.
Oh, okay.
so you're saying Paul didn't convert because he was drunk and looking at the sun?
I don't think you can say that. Wait, what'd you ask?
Did Paul not convert, like, to Christianity? You're saying he got blinded by the sun, but
He
how does
did,
that
he
not
did.
convert?
He thought it was
He
Jesus.
got blinded by the sun, but he thought it was Jesus. He believed that it was Jesus.
The sun?
He was just drunk.
He was drunk. I mean, like, he was drunk. He saw the light. He was like, "Oh, it's God."
So
Really
if I get drunk and look at the sun, then I'll see Jesus?
I mean, that's
We don't
He
know
was
they don't know what
drinking
was
for
in the
days.
wine.
Like, there was no evidence to prove what was in the wine.
drunk
Wait.
drugged?
Like
Well,
there was drugs in
No,
the
you
wine.
can't say anything, Sage.
I mean,
If you want to follow up with.
no, I don't know what else to say.
Okay, that was close, but no points either way. I was listening. That's why I was asking for a follow up. Somebody that hasn't gone yet, Tibby.
You just like TV.
All right, hold on. Listen now. All right.
So, how does your theory prove the conversion of Paul and the conversion of James? Because those are the 5 facts, so you have to prove those.
Well, James converted just because he was sad and grieving over his brother. So he drank the wine too. So he also thought that.
But he was so devastated and so upset that he was dead that he believed that he actually was the Messiah. And like the drugs in his brain were like making him believe.
You know how
things.
like so you.
He was easily influenced. Yeah.
The bars are going.
All right.
Good job, Bailey.
Stick to the plan. Stop.
Hey, lock in.
Lock in, okay? Hey, we ready. They chatting over there. We ready.
Okay, go. Trey.
Man.
What does this prove about the tomb being empty?
The tomb wasn't empty.
That he was in there.
He was in there the whole time.
What?
I just messed up.
Oh,
I just messed up.
okay, so what about the people like that wasn't at the supper?
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
No, you can ask the question.
We got it though. Hey.
They got you.
Yep.
We weren't done. We're talking
No,
about
no,
Eric.
we're done. Come sit down.
You gotta sit. You gotta
Come
sit.
sit down.
How good.
You.
This is not fair.
This is
not
Let's
fair.
go.
What?
We weren't done. We weren't just
Nah,
discussing.
y'all done.
He wasn't
Y'all
prepared.
done.
He's under the freaking
All right, Alex.
There you go, Trey.
Mr. Guerrero, could you stand over that way?
You got a question? You got a question, Ed?
I have a question and then I have the objection.
All right, is this a clarification question?
Can it be both or only one?
Yes. Clarification question first.
Okay.
Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
There's something about
my
their theory
first
you don't
one is
understand?
clarification.
Okay.
Is Mary Magdalene included in this story?
It's not a fact by fact.
So the answer is no. Okay, now you can follow up.
Well, if we go off of the evidence in the Bible, Mary Magdalene and a couple other people went to the tomb to anoint Jesus with oils and everything after his death. But by saying that the tomb was full, that means the two Roman guards could have rolled the stone away for them and they could have anointed the body. Do you agree that they anointed the body, or do you
What does that
believe?
have to do with?
The empty too.
That's not a fact by fact. We're not proving that
We
they.
don't have to prove that.
I know, but at the same time.
What
Okay.
That's really that is a bad vibe answer. That's part of the
That argument.
No,
It's
it's
not
not.
Wait, baby. Somebody that hasn't gone yet?
Bro, so we can just say it's not a bad vibe and get away with it?
Okay, baby, go ahead now.
It's not a bad vibe. Like, come on now, dog. So thank you, don't remember words for it.
Okay.
Everyone's okay.
Okay, so if one of the Fab Five facts is that the tomb was empty, how does your theory that Jesus was really in the tomb prove that it was empty?
You can't say it's not a bad
Don't
vibe.
be thinking it. We're not done.
3, 2.
Wait, we have a. What did you ask?
So if one of the Fab Five facts is that the empty tomb, and you're claiming that Jesus was in the tomb the whole time, how does that prove that the tomb's empty?
Just do it.
Abby misspoke.
She did. She was just talking.
That he did. He. Oh, I don't know what to say. They got it. 'Cause I don't know what to say. You did misspoke. I don't know how to become that.
What's the score? 3-2?
3-2, us.
I don't
Okay.
know how to
3-2 class.
Oh, man.
All right, Christian.
Okay, so if the disciples believe and know that Jesus was walking the earth, but the tomb wasn't empty, then how do we know that the tomb wasn't empty?
Is he allowed to ask the same question the person before him just asked?
Man.
Oh yeah, Jalen.
Stick to the very first part of your question.
So if Jesus was crucified, he was in the tomb. Why did the disciples believe that he was walking the earth and that he ascended?
Because they were hallucinating.
They were on
They
drugs.
were
But
on drugs.
other witnesses account? What about other witnesses that may have seen Jesus while he was walking the earth?
We're not saying he didn't walk the earth. We're saying
We're
he
not
died.
saying he wasn't
Yeah, I'm talking
real.
about after
We're
he
saying.
after he resurrected.
We're saying the same thing.
I'm talking about after he resurrected.
Wait, what?
Wait.
They're hallucinating.
They were.
But the other people weren't.
That's not a Fab Five fact.
We're not proving. We're proving the disciples. We're not.
Okay, couldn't give a point to either side that time. All right, Adam.
Ready? So, if only the people around Jesus drank this drugged wine, what if someone from outside came in and saw the tomb from binoculars or something? They just saw that Jesus was there. They went into town and said, "What's that random dude doing in the tomb?" They're like, "There isn't a guy there." But
I knew she was like this.
It's not a fact.
what if not?
Okay,
So
Quiet.
So only the disciples and people in Jerusalem can prove that Jesus was in the tomb.
Yes.
Yes.
So no.
They're not even
That didn't even
You can't argue with them.
How many points?
They're falling back on it.
3-3.
All they're
All right.
saying is not
Man.
Yeah.
Remember, there's a criteria I'm using. Not just randomly hit button.
For James' conversion, how did James get drugged? Get drunk and all that. If he didn't drink
He
the same,
drank.
if he didn't drink the same wine they drunk,
He did.
He did.
Because
How?
he went.
was he at the dinner with them?
No.
So how you got the only people at the Last Supper, like y'all said, got drugged and drunk?
Well,
He wasn't there.
Over the 3 days, they kept drinking the same wine. They were.
Who is they?
believing.
Who is they?
Disciples,
The
James and Paul.
disciples.
First it was disciples, now okay.
Well,
So
James's
So he was just sad about the grief.
Like,
So what do you do when you're sad sometimes? You just drink.
You said you go into town and buy something to drink. Yeah.
No. He went to Jesus' house because he was missing his brother, so he went to where his brother lived.
She said that twice. You didn't read it the first time.
What?
So you
We
said-
heard
she said-
that while he was drinking.
So she said the second time.
We answered.
What?
She said it twice. She didn't read it the first time.
4-3. Game point. They got game point.
All
right.
Let's be real now.
Okay, so were James and Paul drinking the same wine as the disciples?
Yes.
James was.
They
James
were.
was.
How'd they acquire
Paul
that
was
wine?
just crazy.
So,
How'd they acquire
No,
that
I mean, he drank wine. He was hallucinating. He looked up into the sun. Like, he could have done anything. But Paul was just.
Okay, but they had the same wine?
Yes.
How'd they get the wine? Did the disciples give it to
I have
him?
a question.
Huh?
Did the disciples give Paul and James the same, like, give them the same wine
James
that they
just
had?
went and got it himself from Jesus' house.
Alright, now Jalen just talking. Jalen just talking, bro.
man.
Jesus didn't own a house.
I'm about to Because ain't Jesus on the throne?
So we saying one thing.